So good morning. Welcome to my channel on V4U student tutoring. So today we will discuss about SQL programming. That is SQL data definition language. Okay, through data definition language, you can create the structure of your table. So in Oracle, Oracle is based on RDBMS. RDBMS means before storing the data, you have to define the structure of the table. So everything is stored in the form of table. Table kind of structure we have to follow in SQL programming. So for that we will use a data definition language. So for creating table and altering table and modifying the data type, all those things we will discuss today. Okay, just to start your terminal, Oracle SQL. Go to start button, type SQL plus and open it. Now connect with the database. So my username is system and I have given password as manager. Now it is connected. Now we can create a table. Okay, table means it is having rows and columns. So rows are called tuple or record and columns are called field or attributes. Okay, say for example, I'm going to creating a student table with two attributes. So for that you have to use create table command. Create table. Table name is what name, that is we have to give name of the table. I am going to create student table. Okay, you can give any name. Student, for example, I'm creating a student table with two attributes: roll number of type number, data. So attribute name followed by data type you have to specify. Number of 3. It means I can have at most 3-digit number under this column. Then we have student name. Say for example name. So it is of type varchar. So we have char data type and varchar data type. Char means it is a fixed length. Varchar is variable length character. Say for example, if I am declaring name as char of 5 means, irrespective of actual size of the input, it will allocate 5 bytes. Varchar of 5 means, depending on the actual size of the input, it will allocate a memory. So it will save memory space. Varchar will save memory space. So I can have 20. So it means at most I can have 20 character. So closing parenthesis. Look at this index. Okay, create table is a command followed by table name I have to give. Within opening and closing parenthesis, I have to list out all the attributes. So here I have two attributes. First attribute is roll number of type number of 3. That is size of the roll number. Within parenthesis, I have given size 3. It means maximum 3-digit number it will accept. Either you can have 1 digit or 2 digit or 3 digit. Maximum 3 digit. Next second comma. So each attributes are separated by comma. So second attribute is name of type varchar of 20. Okay, so 20 means size of the name. That is how many character you can have. At most you can have 20 character. That is the meaning. So now press enter. So it is saying the name is already existing. That is same name already. I have one table with the same name. So you have to create a table with some other name. So all the table names would be unique. So I'm changing it as step, for example, student 1. So there is no table called student 1. So it is created. We will get output as table created. Okay, keep it in mind. All the names, table names would be unique. If you have already existing, you have any table with the same name, means it will not create. So we got to give you a unique name for your table. Okay, this is a syntax for creating table. Create table followed by table name. Within opening and closing parenthesis, we got to list out all the attribute separated by comma. So attributes are, you got to give attribute name followed by single space followed by data type of that attribute. Here we have number, varchar, char, date, timestamp, integer, decimal, like that we have so many data type. Here I have given two attribute. One attribute is called roll number, another attribute is called name. So here I have given size. Once you have created a table successfully, then it will display the output as a table created. Now we can go for checking the structure of the table. Describe further, you can use DESC followed by student 1. So here it will describe the table student 1, DESC, or else you can use full name describe followed by student. Both are same. Sorry, student 1. LDS since I have same name. So here it will either you can use DESC followed by table name or describe full. Instead of DESC you can give full form describe followed by student 1. So I'm asking to describe student 1. So what it will do, it will distort all the attribute name. So here I have created table student 1 with the roll number attribute and name. Then data type of that columns also displayed. Here second field is null. Null means we have not defined any constraint on these two attributes. So it is blank. Okay, there is no constraint on roll number. We will see how to define constraint on attribute in another class. Okay, now I have created table student 1 with the two attributes. Suppose if I want to add two more attributes, then I can go for using alter command. Alter table followed by table name. I'm going to alter it student 1 table. Then I'm going to add attributes. So another attribute I'm going to add branch of type where char, or else you can do char of 3. So what it implies means I'm going to add one more attribute in the table called student 1. Alter table student 1. Look at the syntax. Alter table student 1. Add is a keyword. That add means it will add the following attribute to the existing table name called student. So alter table student 1. Add. I'm going to add a new field, that is new attribute branch of type char of 3. It means it will accept 3 characters, either CSE or IT or EEEC, like that. Okay, maximum you can store 3 characters within that field. So let's check. So you will get output as table alter. Now you can go for checking whether it is added or not. Now you can check. Previously we had only two attributes, okay, roll number and name. Now we have 3 attributes. That new attribute is added. Branch with the data type size 3. Suppose if I want to increase the size of the input field, that is instead of 3, you want to store 4 character, 5 characters. Then again I can go for using alter command. Alter table. What table I'm going to alter? Student 1. Student 1. For that you have modify. Modify. What is the attribute you are going to modify? I'm going to modify branch. Existing attribute name within that table, branch. Okay, so now I am going to changing it as char of 5. So you can get output as table altered. Since previously it was 3, size of the branch field is 3. At most it will accept 3 character. Now it is changed as 5. It means now it can accept at most 5 character. Now let's check describe command. So you can check. Previously it was char of 3. Now it is changed as char of 3 for char of 5. It means you can store at most 5 character. Okay. So now say for example we want to go for changing the data type. So previously it is char. Now I'm changing it as varchar. Varchar of 10. Assume that like that. Sorry, add a modify you got to use. I'm changing the data type from char to varchar. So for example, I'm giving 10. Okay, now look at the table. Okay, so in previously we had branch table, branch attribute with the char of 5. Now it is changed as varchar of 10. So even you can change the data type of one attribute into another data type. Okay. So by making use of altered command, say for example, so far we have seen how to create table. So I have created table with two attribute. First one field is roll number, second field is name. Both are separated by comma. And also while declaring attributes, so you have to specify the data type, roll number followed by name of the data type of that attribute, what type of value it will accept. So number of 3 means it will accept numerical value. So how many digit it will accept? At most you can store 3. Either you can have 1, 2 or 3. Okay. Next I have name attribute of type varchar of 20. So at most 20 character. Okay. So you can show name of the student having at most 20 character. Even you can have 1 character, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 20 character you can store. So that is once it is there is no error, you will get output as table created. So you can go for checking whether it is created. That is, you can go for checking the structure. That is how many attributes you have. What are all the constraints you have defined? What are all the data type of each and every attribute? For that, you can use DESC command. Describe table. DESC or describe, both are same. Okay, DESC. I'm going to describing student one. So what is the output you are getting? So it will list out all the attribute. So here I have 2 attribute, and there is no, here we got blank, means there is no constraint on these 2 field. Then data type of these 2 attributes, corresponding attribute. Number is number, roll number is number data type, name is varchar data type. Okay, so both are same. Either you can use DESA or describe. So both are same. Okay, now if I want to add one attribute, already I have 2 attribute. Now I want to add a third attribute. For that you can use alter followed by add. Okay, add command. So alter table student. I'm going to altering the existing table student one. I'm going to add new attribute called branch of type chara 3. Okay, now we will get output as table is altered. It means uh, we have added third field, that is a branch. Now we can check whether it is added or not. DDSC. So you can see here third attribute is added of type chara 3. Also there is no constraint, blank. Now, if I want to increase the size of the domain means data type, keep it in mind. Okay. So in previously branch is having only, branch will accept only at most 3 character. Now I want to input a value which is having maximum of 5 characters. So now I can change the domain as altered table student. Here we have to modify. If you want to add a new attribute, you have to have add keyword. But I'm going to modifying the domain of the existing attribute. For that, you got to use alter with the modify. So alter table. I'm going to altering student table student one. Modify is the keyword. It indicates I'm going to modifying the field branch. So into chara 5. Chara 5 means previously it was 3. Now it is changed as 5. So you can get a output as table alter. Now you can check whether it is altered or not. DESC. So you can check. So previously branch field will accept only 3 character. Now it will accept 5 character, at most 5 character. Okay. Now, say for example, if you want to modify the data type of the domain, particular attribute, say for example from character to char and number to integer, number to decimal, like that, then I can go for, again you can use modify command, alter with the modify. So look at this statement. So alter table student. I'm going to modifying the table name called student one, and modify. I'm going to modifying the attribute called branch to new data type, that is varchar of 10. So previously you can look at here. So now here the branch field is char of 5. Now after altering the branch field to varchar, you will get a branch field as a varchar of 10. Since here we have given varchar of, modified the domain of the field called branch. Okay. Previously it was char, now it is varchar. So now it is changed. Okay. So again, I'm going to add one more attribute. So for that alter add command, you can use alter add followed by alter table student one. I'm going to add a new one more attribute, that is called city of type varchar of, either you can use varchar or varchar2, both are same. Okay, varchar2 of world. So now we can go for, so I have added one more field, fourth field, that is city, fourth attribute city of type varchar2. Okay, either you can use varchar or varchar2, no issues. Okay, both are same. Okay, next I want to rename this table student1 to some other name. Then you can have go for rename. For example, rename command. We have rename followed by rename student1 to student2. I rename the table called student1 to student2. Sorry, name is already existing. Student is already selecting, so I am going to have some other table. Name is already existing. So it is so the new table name also should be unique. It should not be there in the database. So I am having renamed, that is student1 is renamed to student4. Hereafter you don't have the table called student1. So you have table student4. Okay. So now suppose if we want to display the content of the table. So for example, student1, select star from. So it star means display all information from table. Say for example, student1. Since we don't have that table, it will that is table or view does not exist since it is renamed to student4. Okay, hereafter we got to refer the student table 1 into as student4. So I'm having student4. So no row selected means since there is no record within the table, we have not yet inserted any record. So far, if you want to insert the record means we have to go for DML command. Okay. So say for example, I will display some other record. Select star from student. So already we go on table all the student with some records. So it will display all the records. Okay. So the output is not in a readable form, so you can change, set the property set line size 1200. It means line size means in a line you can have at most 20 characters. That's the meaning. Then set page size equal to 20. Now you can check. So now you can have field or else it will display line size equal to 200, page size equal to 200. Let's check some other. Let's set some other value. 100 character. We can have line size. Then page size. So likewise, we can change the uh, um, property so that you can see the output in a readable form. Here I have in student table, I have 4 attributes: roll number, student name, student age, and address. Now you will see how to use truncate command. We have two command for deleting a table or deleting a content. If you are using truncate followed by student means it will delete all the existing record, but it will retain the structure. If you want to delete all the existing content means you can use truncate command. Truncate, you have to use table keyword. Truncate table name. So now you can check whether the count. Previously it was showing some records. Now we cannot see the records since all the records are deleted. Okay, that is the purpose of what is the table structure is existed. DESC student. So table is exist but contents are deleted. That is the purpose of truncate command. So if you want to delete all the existing content and you are going for inserting new data into the table means you can use uh, truncate command. So drop command means drop will delete all the content as well as table. Drop table student. It will delete both content as well as table. So table is dropped means the content also dropped and deleted and structure also deleted. Hereafter we don't have table called student. So it will display object student does not exist. It means since the table itself deleted. Okay, both content as completely it is deleted. Whereas in truncate, the content alone is deleted, but the structure is retained. In case of drop command, both content as well as the structure, entire table is complete information is deleted. Thereafter, if you want to insert some requirements, you got to go for creating table, then you have to insert record. That's the difference between drop and truncate. Truncate means it will delete only records, all the existing records. It will not delete this entire table. Okay, table structure is retained. Whereas in drop table, both content as well as structure is deleted. Okay, thereafter, once you have executed drop table command, thereafter you don't have any table with that name student deleted table name. So what the output you are getting object student does not exist. It means the table is completely deleted. Okay, look at this here. I have execute truncate means record alone deleted. Okay, but you have structure. The table structure is retained. Okay, here we go. You can see the constraint not null. Roll number is not null means it will not accept null value. Whenever you are inserting record, you must give some value to this field. Student name also not null. It means it will not accept null values or there should not be any blank while inserting records. Okay, that's all about table. So we have seen what are the command we have seen. Just a summary. We have seen create table command DDL. So we have seen SQL, data definition language. Under that we have seen create table command, how to create a table. Then we have seen alter table command. In alter table command we have three variation. Alter table followed by add followed by some can add. So it is used for adding new attribute. Then we have alter table followed by some statement followed by modify. Okay, that is used for changing the domain. That is changing attribute domain from data type from one data type to another data type, or you can increase the size of the data type from 5 to 10 like that. Even you can have alter table drop column. We will see that one now. Then we have seen truncate command and drop command. So what is the difference? Truncate means it will delete only the content of the table. The table structure is retained. Drop table means it will delete both table as well as content. Thereafter, the table is no longer exist. Again, we have to create the table using create table command. Here, whereas in truncate, existing contents are deleted. Okay, the table is retained within the database. Now see, we will see how to delete a column. So again, we got to use alter table command. Alter table. I'm going to remove. Let's see, since the table we don't have, the table is renamed as student 4. So we have 4 attribute. If I want to remove any one of the existing attribute, you can go for alter table student 4. Student 1 is renamed, so drop command, drop followed by column. For example, I'm going to drop the fourth column, city. That's all. So now that fourth attribute is dropped, deleted. So now you can have only three fields. So previously we had a city field attribute. Now you have only three field attributes. The city field is deleted. Attribute is removed from the table. That is the purpose of having altered table command. So let's see all the some commands. So here I have used here first I have created. So I have created one table using so for copying you got to use that one. Edit, select, mark, then you got to go for edit, copy. So here orientation will change the font colors. So I have created one table called student1 with two attributes, roll number and name, and the data type of that is domain of that attribute is number, and domain of name is varchar. Okay, within parentheses I have given size. It means at most it will accept 3 character. Here it will accept 3 character. Here it will accept only 3 digit. Now we will see how to alter. So DES key means it will use for describing the table structure of the table. So again we have to copy, or else you can have edit, select all, edit, copy. You can place all the command here. Okay, first I have connected with my database system using username and password. Then I have tried to create a table called student with the two attributes, but I got some errors since the name of the table is already exist. So whenever you are creating table, the table name should be unique. Okay, so I have altered the table name. Instead of student, I'm creating student1 with the two field. Okay, now once it is created, we'll get output as table created. Now we can go for checking the table structure. What is the name of what are all the attributes? Do you have any constraint? So in that table, all those things it will describe using describe table command, or else you can use full form describe. Both are same. Next, if I want to add one more attribute. Previously we had only two attributes. Now I'm going to add third attribute, that is called branch with the type char3. So for that I got to use altered table student on existing table. I'm adding new attribute called branch of type char of 3. Okay, add branch of 3. So now we got output as 3 field. We have describe table. If you have executed describe table means it will show 3 attribute. Third attribute is this one, newly added attribute. Now if I want to increase the size of the attribute from 3 to 5, so I can go for modify command, alter table student followed by modify keyword. What is the attribute I'm going to modify? Char branch, and what is the type of the attribute? Already existing char, from char to 3 to char 5. So now it is increasing size from 3 to 5. It means now it will accept at most 5 character. Previously it will accept at most 3 character. Now it will accept at most 5 character. So we can check whether it is changed or not. Describe command. So it has changed. Okay. Now I'm going to changing the domain. One that is attribute domain from one data type to another data type. Here you can for that you can use modify command. Alter table student1. So existing table name, modify branch. I'm going to modify the branch attribute from char to varchar. Previously it was branch is what is that domain? Char data type. Okay, now it is changed as varchar. So you can check it. Varchar of 10. That is size of the 10. So previously, so you can change the domain, that is data type of an attribute from one type to another type using alter table modify syntax. Okay. Now again, I have added one more attribute called city of type varchar2. Varchar or varchar2, both are same alias. So you can use any varchar or varchar2. Okay. So varchar of 12. Okay. Now you can see the fourth attribute is added within that table. Okay. Now I'm going to renaming the table from one name to another name. So instead of student one, I'm renaming it to student. I have tried to rename to student two, but student two table is already exist. So as I told, yeah, all the table names should be unique. So I can so our student two is already exist. So I have to go for giving some other name. I tried to give rename to student three. This also exists. So I have given rename student 1 to student 4. Now hereafter you don't have table name called student, it is renamed to student 4. If I am going to display the content, select star from. Star means I'm selecting all the content. If you have any record means it will display student 1. Student 1 means, so since student name is student 1 is renamed to student 4, you will get output table or view does not exist. Since there is no table called student 1, this was renamed to student 4. Okay, so you can check. I'm checking whether there is any content within that table. Select star from student 4. Star means all. So there is no record. So far we have not yet inserted any record. So we'll get output no rows found. There is no record. Okay. Say for example, if I have some table, already I have one table student with some record. So for that, if I'm executing the select star command on student bin, it will display the content of the table. Okay. You can check the line size and page size. Line size means how many character you can have within a single line. At most you can have 20 character. Page size means at a time how many records it will show. At most it will show 200 records. That is the meaning. Okay. Page size. Page size how many lines per page. Line size means how many character you can have within a single line. Okay. So page size means how many lines per page. That is the page size. So here if you want to improve readability of your output means you can set these to change these properties. Okay, then you can check the output. Then we have seen truncate table. Truncate table name means the table is deleted. The table content is deleted. Okay, that structure is retained, but only the content is deleted. That is the purpose of truncate command. Okay, so previously when I have executed select star from student, it has shown some records. But after truncate command on student table, what is the output we are getting? No rows selected since all the rows records are deleted. The table is there. You can see the table structure. Table is there, but record is content is empty. Table is empty. That is the purpose of having truncate command. Next, to drop table command means it will delete content as well as entire table. So, if you want to delete the content as well as table means the entire table is deleted. Next, see for example, select star from student 2. Select spelling mistake. So it is here we go. In student 2 table we got three attribute name, branch and address. Okay. So with the 4 records, we got 4 records. Okay. Next to see what is the content of student 3. Here we got student 3 with one record. Here also we got 3 field, but in student 3 we got only 1 record. In student 2 we got 3 records. Okay. Now let's delete. Let's check the drop and truncate. So if I'm deleting drop table, executing drop table student 3, what will happen? It will delete entire table, both content and the structure. So thereafter we cannot see the content of the table. So what is the output we are getting? Table or view does not exist since it will delete the table completely. Okay, if you want thereafter if you want to have that such a table means second we have to go for create table command. Now let's see truncate command. Truncate table on student 3. select. Before that, let's check the content. Select star from student 2. So we have 4 record. If I'm getting Truncate Table, if I'm execute Truncate Table student 2, what will happen? All these 4 records are deleted. All the existing records are deleted, but the table is empty. Okay. Now you can check the record. The table is exists without any content. It means table is empty. Okay, but here you can look at this. After drop table command, if I'm executing start table, the table itself deleted. Completely it is deleted. There is no record and there is no such a table. That's the main difference. Drop table and truncate. But here I have deleted the content. The table is now empty. No rows are selected since all the 4 records were deleted. That's the difference. So if you want to empty the table, emptying the table means you can go for truncate. If you want to delete the complete information, both table as well as records within that table, you can go for drop table command. Okay. So we have seen all the command. So renaming means you can rename one table to another table. Okay, and that is also we have seen. So we have seen control Z. We have seen truncate, drop, and rename. So all these command we have create table command. It is used for creating new table. Okay, alter table command. It is used for modifying the already existing table. How do I modify means either you can add a new attribute or you can delete existing attribute or you can modify the domain or data size of the existing attribute. That is the purpose of alter table add means adding new attribute. For modifying the existing attribute domain, changing data type from one type to another or changing the size of the domain, then you can use modify command. Then we alter table drop column means it will delete the particular attribute from that table. Truncate means it will delete all the existing records, but table is retained. Drop table means it will delete content as well as table. There is no after drop table command. There is no such a table within the database. Rename means renaming one table to another name, new name. Okay. So these are all the DDL command we have seen in today class. Okay. So if you like this video means press subscribe button and share with your friends.